You know what? That's a good idea. I'm going to go with that.
You think?
Yes.
You don't want to hear the clown horn?
Yeah, I'd be kind of awkward doing a news segment out of nowhere. My phone starts blaring a theme for Doctor Who.
Yeah, that would be good. All right. You might want to turn off that music there, buddy. Just saying. Are you going to Frank Moore it and wait till the last second? 30, standby.
Leave the hair alone, Melissa.
Welcome, everyone, into the News 4 Forum, the show where you don't just watch. We're asking you to join in. We're talking about hot stories, trending topics, viral videos, and the latest in your tech news. So let's go ahead and get started. And we are starting off this morning with a look at what is trending online. Locally, the most read story on mynews4.com is Washoe County School District Superintendent Pedro Martinez relieved of duties. According to Martinez, board members questioned him about his applications, his qualifications, and said they had uncovered the fact that he is not a licensed CPA. Martinez claims he never told anybody that he was licensed. He says that he was fired, plain and simple. We're going to keep you updated on this story coming up for you today on News 4 at 4, 5, and 6. Nationally on CNN.com, the most read story this morning is Chinese home buyers are flocking to these U.S. states. According to CNN, the National Association of Realtors reports that more than half of the 22 billion Chinese buyers spend more in California, Washington, and New York. Chinese investors buy the properties, have them refurbished, and then they put them back out on the market for rentals. On FoxNews.com, the most read story this morning is Air Algeria flight that disappeared from radar crashed in Mali, French officials say. According to Fox, the jet carrying 116 people that vanished from radar shortly after takeoff late last night has been located by 2 French fighter jets. Early reports say that weather is to blame. Tune into News 4 at noon. We're going to have an update on that story as well. Trending on Twitter this morning is hashtag Gaza. Israeli tank shells hit a compound housing a United Nations school in the northern Gaza Strip today. At least 15 people died and dozens more were injured. Ambulances brought the wounded to the Shifa Hospital in Gaza City. All right, now on to our viewer voice segment where we ask you, the viewer, to chat with us about some of the trending topics of the day. You can find these topics on our Facebook page about 9 o'clock in the morning, and we would love to have you live on air with us. All you have to do is have a Google Plus account, circle me, Melissa Carlson. You can also reach me on your mobile device. All right, a Minnesota man says that he was forced to leave a Southwest plane with his 2 children after an agent didn't like a tweet that he posted about his service. AJ Lagone reports.
It's a story that starts in the Mile High City Airport.
My 2 children and I were traveling from Denver to Minneapolis.
And climaxes with his dad and his kids getting forced off a plane.
You've removed a family from an aircraft over, a not terribly disparaging, tweet.
We'll get to the tweet in a minute. Here's what led up to it. Duff Watson is a frequent flyer with Southwest.
What's called A-list, and A-list gives you priority boarding.
He tried to priority board with his 6- and 9-year-olds who had different boarding priorities, something he'd done in the past, but the gate agent wouldn't allow it.
And she stops me, and she says, "I can't board you right now." And I said, "Well, is this a new policy? I'm not clear." And she said, "No, that's the policy. And we could stand here and argue about it all day, but I'm not going to change my mind about it."
Moments before, Watson had sent this tweet praising a Southwest employee for her help at baggage check-in.
Who rocks in Denver? Cindy rocks.
To which Southwest quickly responded. So Watson tweeted his less positive experience.
And I said, in caps, "Rudest agent in Denver, period, Kimberly S., gate C39, not happy at Southwest Airlines.
The family eventually boarded without incident.
Then there's an announcement that comes over the overhead announcement system, and it says, "With the Watson party, please gather your belongings and exit the aircraft."
They do and are confronted by the same ticket agent.
She feels that I'm a safety risk. And she said, "Well, you wait here. I'm getting the supervisor, and I'm going to call the cops unless you delete what you put on social media." My kids are now crying because Kimberly has mentioned the fact that she's going to call the cops.
A supervisor would allow the family back on the plane, but only after insisting Watson delete his tweet.
I frankly was so shaken and so upset. I just wanted to kind of get home.
And that was AJ Lagone reporting. Southwest Airlines issued a statement saying, quote, "We are thoroughly researching the event and, if necessary, will counsel those employees involved," end quote. The airline also offered the Watson family 3 $50 vouchers. Gosh, those always just seem like a slap in the face, I have to say, those vouchers, you know, especially in cases like this. All right, asking your Google Plus group, what do you think about it? What about this one saying, hey, you know what, that tweet didn't work for me. Get off the plane, and by the way, erase it. And there are reports also out there saying that there is much more to this story that we don't know about. I guess it's going to have to be kind of up in the air until someone else reports that. Deanna, your thoughts on this? Southwest says, yeah, we're not crazy about that. Off the plane.
That sounds like a personal problem. It's like the tweet was not threatening in any way. All it did was portray a negative experience. Apparently, they don't like when customers portray their negative experience on social media. You can't force someone off the plane for that. That is absolutely absurd and probably going to lead to a lot more negative tweets now.
Yeah, Steve, though, in Sparks, what do you think? He went a step further. He named the person, and he said what gate she was at. It wasn't just like Southwest got a problem with you. It's this person at this gate that I have the problem with. Does that take it to the next level for you?
I don't think it takes it to the next level. My first question is why does a Southwest employee, why is she following the tweet when she's supposed to be doing her job? That was my first question. I don't think that a tweet is a threat. I don't know. I've flown Southwest. My address used to be Southwest Airlines.
Oh, Steve, we have you muted. Something happened to your audio. Kempton, I'm going to let you finish that thought before we go to Tony. Real quickly, your thoughts on this.
Yeah, I think the Southwest agent and the airline is totally wrong in this case, and the $50 is just a slap on the face. I mean, they should have done a better compensation on just 50.
Tony, what do we have on Facebook?
Mark says, you know what, bullying the children and being afraid of a tweet, apology not accepted, Southwest, keep your funky vouchers, they stink. But Dan says, everyone seems to think they're more important than the others, and how dare you make me follow the rules, kind of a deal.
Interesting. All right, let's go ahead and move on to our next topic. Well, a Missouri mother is ordered to turn over her cell phone after taking a picture of her 7-year-old son, during a hospital doctor's appointment and posting it onto social media. Mandy K. Wilson says that a security guard told her that she had violated federal privacy laws, referring, of course, to HIPAA. Wilson says the doctor became upset after noticing the picture, including a small frame of the doctor's daughter in the shot.
She was like, you can't take pictures here. It's against policy. I mean, she was right in my face, waving her hands, you know, and I was just kind of like, I've been able to take pictures here before. I don't really know what the problem is. You've never said anything before. I've always taken pictures.
Wilson says that she posts pictures online to try and raise some money for her son's expensive hearing aids, which he was being fitted for. And in a statement, the hospital said it regrets the confusion and it's going to review its policies, but that staff acted out of consideration for the privacy of patients. Here's the deal. You can't go into a hospital with your phone and start just taking pictures of whoever. It doesn't work that way. Everybody who's there has their own rights protected because they're there for a medical procedure, and HIPAA includes all of that. But we're talking about a picture in an office of her son with none of the other visitors there or patients there behind him, except for the doctor's daughter. Maybe that's the problem. Starting off first with Kempton, your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I think depends on how big the picture of the daughter. If it is just a tiny one at the corner of somewhere, I don't think it's the parents' fault. And the doctor should have handled this much better. I'm sure if she talked to the mom very nicely and saying, my daughter and whatnot, can you take another one with just your son, it'll be all okay instead of the in-your-face kind of attitude.
Yeah, I think so too. At least if it was me. If you asked me to retake it, I absolutely would have. But that's just me. Antonio, what do we have on Facebook?
Oh, Brian says, sounds like the security guard is just a little too impressed with himself and his authority. And Kathy says, I think if someone took a pic of you or someone near to you at a medical facility, you would think differently. No pictures should be the policy at medical facilities. Everyone should use discretion.
All right. Steve, you've got the last word on this one. Do you think that the HIPAA rules include the doctor's daughter who was in the picture?
I don't think so. The HIPAA was invented or come about to protect anybody from finding out medical information, not a picture on a desk. If the doctor had a picture on the desk, he should have turned it around so that only he could see it, not everybody else. So I think the doctor was in the wrong, and HIPAA doesn't even come into play, as it's a totally different subject.
Yeah, if it was just in the office by themselves with just their son, she's got the decision, right? Because it's her son. All right, thanks, you guys. I appreciate it. We would love to hear what you have to say about these two topics. You can go ahead and post your comments on our Facebook and our Google Plus page. All right, coming up next, a community-wide celebration and collaboration of craft brewing. It's here. Coming up next, we're going to tell you how you can get involved. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
It's like I'm confused about how HIPAA even came into this, because it's like I was doing some research on this. Like, I mean, here's the privacy rule right here, and I'm trying to figure out exactly on what bizarre interpretation of the privacy rule in HIPAA that this falls under. And because I'm not a moron, I can't figure it out.
Well, and here's the thing. HIPAA, the rules pertain to, I believe, any patients who are in that facility. The gray line, though, for me is, does it also pertain to the doctor? Is the doctor included in your HIPAA regulations? And then
No.
take the next step, not only just your doctor, but anything pertaining to your doctor. Because I can find out if someone goes to a doctor. No, I can't. HIPAA won't. I can't find that out. I don't. There isn't. I can't find that out if someone goes to the doctor. I can't find out if you go to a psychologist or a audiologist or whatever. I can't find that out.
Yeah, that is a confidential information. But whether the doctor works there, hey, I mean that's general public information, right?
Oh, Michael, you can go ahead and unmute now.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yes, Michael, sorry.
ready.
Go ahead and unmute.
See you guys later.
This is your block. If we can have everybody else mute. Steve,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. I don't know what happened to your audio there.
I don't know. That was weird.
Yeah, it was weird. We lost you on that one. All right. Michael, 'tis you. 'Tis the
All
Michael
right.
block. All right. So just be clear, it is Yelps with an S. Yelps on tap. Check it out. Checkity, checkity, check. Here we go. 30, stand by. And welcome back, everybody. A collaboration celebrating the local community, craft brews, and art is kicking off tonight. Joining us now is Community Manager at Yelp, Michael Tregash, to talk a little bit about Yelps on Tap. Hi, Michael.
Hey, Melissa, thanks for having me on.
Thanks for being on. All right, let's get straight to it. What is Yelps on Tap?
Well, you said it really well. You know, Yelps on Tap is a community collaboration that involves 9 local businesses, 2 nonprofits, and all of you. We started last month by asking people to tell us what Nevada would taste like if it were a beer. Then we invited you down to Under the Rose Brewing Company to make it. And now it's on tap at 8 of our favorite local bars and restaurants, and $1 from every pint sold is going to go to charity.
Awesome. So let's talk a little bit more about that. What exactly is going on? Where can people partake in all this?
Sure. Well, Under the Rose Brewing Company is serving it up. We also have Old Granite Street Eatery, Imperial, the Waterfall, Noble Pie Parlor, Ampersand, and the Sienna Hotel, Lincoln Lounge are all serving this Nevada beer. It's on tap. Each one has a special one-of-a-kind tap handle that was created by a local artist, and pints are $5. And every time you buy one, $1 goes to the Generator, which is a community collaborative workspace in Sparks, and Volunteers of America, who helps our homeless population here in Reno.
We've got some pictures, by the way, of some of the handles. Tell me a little bit about some of these. They're beautiful. Are they made locally?
Yeah, we had a local artist named Jordan Needham. This is just a hobby for him, sort of, and he does all of it out of the Generator. So these are materials that were either reclaimed or things that he kind of purchased, and there's 3 basic designs. One of them is a cutout of the state of Nevada with a little Yelp burst marking Reno. There's a stacked leather, which is sort of reminiscent of our Wild West heritage. And at the top of each one of those, there's a coin either representing the year that Reno was born or 1864 for the year we became a state. And we also have Truckee River rocks that he actually collected from the river and stacked up. And those are just because we're a river town and something that's cool about Reno.
It's very cool looking as well. There's also some specials when it comes to food going along with them as well. We had them up on an earlier full screen. So how can people partake? What do they need to know if they want to get to it?
Well, all you have to do is go to yelp.com/events/Reno, and you can see a list of all the events that are going on. Tonight I'm going to be hanging out down at Old Granite Street. They have a 3 for $10 happy hour on their appetizers. So that goes from 4 to 6. So I'll be down there. I'll have some of these really awesome I Love Nevada Beer pint glasses. And we're looking for donations to our charities to help with these, to grab pint glasses. But go to Yelp, little participating businesses, and check it out.
Go to Yelp and check it out. We had a little bit of an issue with your audio there at the end, but go to Yelp. You can check it out. There's going to be a lot of pictures posted. Michael's very good at posting some great pictures to make you very hungry. Michael, those food pictures, every time I see them, not good. Thanks for being with us, Michael. We appreciate it, and support local as well. That event's going on tonight. You can find out more information about it as well on our website, mynews4.com. Thanks a lot for being with us. All right, we go to Tim now with a quick look at our forecast. Hi, Tim.
Good morning to you, Melissa. We still have a red flag warning for parts of central and eastern Nevada, southern Lander, southern Eureka, northern Nye, and White Pine County. We're going to talk about your forecast coming up after the break.
I was going to ask the same thing. What do they taste like? But I wasn't sure if there was, since there was more than one, right?
No, it's actually one beer.
Just one.
It's called Nevada Beer, yeah. It's I should have said that. I'll put it in there. It's an amber ale with hints of sage and juniper and pine as well.
So you're right, Tony. It is sage brushy.
Yeah.
She has in there. Is it sage brushy? Yes, it sounds like it.
Because
Michael,
I feel like sagebrush kind of smells like hops a little bit.
Yeah, the pine. We used the specific hop, Simcoe hops, to give it the piney flavor. And then the juniper and sage are actually infused with a tea.
Awesome.
Ooh. I want to try it. Michael, thanks, hon. Appreciate it. Good job. We had a little bit of audio issue for you at the end. It's just happens sometimes.
Internet.
I know, internet. Thanks for being on. And by the way, about the phone call from last week, we're still working on dates to get set into place. We've had to push it off 2 weeks because next week, like we wanted to do it, is the RTO and Hot August night, so we have no photographers.
Okay.
Which I wasn't thinking of when I called to book things. So I will be calling soon. We're still doing it just to talk about booking them out from 2 weeks from now.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Michael.
Talk to you soon.
Have
Bye.
a good one. Bye.
You too. Bye.
Pump is alive. 10 seconds. Video of the day is dead.
Okay. Merci beaucoup.
De rien.
Vous êtes très gentil.
I try.
Ah. Welcome back, everybody. Meteorologist Tim Studebaker joins us now with a look at our forecast for today. Not too bad.
Kind of taking a breath in and a breath
Right?
out, because you know what? We had such a busy week with tracking all those storms, and now this is day 2 of no more storms in the
feel like you're-
forecast. That's right. And I don't mind being a little bit bored for a couple of days so that we can get a little bit of a break from those storms. It was tough to track them, and it was tough to live through them, I'm sure, for some folks out there. But you know what? We're done with the storms, at least until the second half of the weekend. Then we have a chance for them to come back. First, we'll check out some rays through the clouds. Of course, we haven't had that much cloud cover the last couple of days, so this is actually from Monday, taken from Fernley by Jean Marie. Thank you so much for sending that to us. It is a beautiful picture. Some would call them crepuscular rays. Some would call them sunbeams. Some just call them a little bit of hole in the cloud and some sunlight streaming through it. So either way you look at it, they are beautiful. And that's on our Facebook page now if you want to go check it out, facebook.com/KRNB News 4. You can like us while you're there, and we'll keep you up to date on everything that's going on across northern Nevada and the Sierra. Sunny skies is what's going on across northern Nevada and the Sierra right now. Less wind than yesterday and below average temperatures too. We're going to top out around 90 degrees in Reno. That is below the average for this time of year. Typically, we would be in the mid-90s for today's date. 76 degrees out there right now. Beautiful. If you want to step out for your lunch hour, it's a gorgeous day out there. Calm winds, 22% humidity, and a good amount of sunshine, too. 77 in Carson City, 78 in Fernley, 71 right now at South Lake Tahoe. Still in the upper 60s, though, for Incline Village at 68 degrees. Again, like I said, a lot of sunshine out there. We do have a low-pressure system approaching the northwestern U.S. and making its way on inland. That was the source yesterday of that wind that we had out there. We were between low and high pressure, so the wind was out there. Today, the wind is basically isolated to central and eastern Nevada, causing that red flag warning that I showed you before the break. Otherwise, the fire danger is out there, just not enough for a red flag warning for western Nevada today. Either way you slice it, we're still dry and still under a fire danger, so just be careful with that. 77 for the high at Kings Beach today, 79 for South Lake Tahoe. Sunny skies all across the board. It's a beautiful day into the upper 80s and lower 90s for western Nevada. Yes, that is below average for this time of year, but we're going to go above average again on that 7-day forecast. Northeastern Nevada, about 10 to 15 mile per hour winds for you, but only 5 to 10 for western Nevada today. Again, into the upper 80s and the lower 90s. 80s all across the board up to the north, including the Pyramid Lake area with Sutcliffe and Nixon coming in at 87 and 88 for the highs today. And here in the Truckee Meadows, we should top out around 90 degrees for Reno Sparks today, so a beautiful one. Lots of sunshine over the next couple of days. Temperatures on the way up as we head into the weekend. The rain chances start to come back too. Only about a 20% chance starting up on Sunday. So scattered in nature, we'll be watching them as we get closer. Otherwise, we could see some more storms as humidity returns to the area. Back to you.
All right, and thank you so much for that. Well, coming up, could dialing up your friends while you're on the job actually be dialing you into better work habits? Employers, this one's for you. Stay with us. Tech News is next.
I can't remember if that's a work.
We did a story a while back about this woman named Elise who had melanoma, skin cancer. And she, they did a big fundraiser for her over at Cammy's.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, she passed away this morning.
Oh, dang.
She has a 1-year-old son, and she's young. She worked at the university as a professor.
That sucks.
Really, really too bad.
I just saw that post Cammie put on there last night about her. About her hanging in there.
Yeah.
That's awful.
Yeah, that really is. 1-year-old. Wow.
That cancer doesn't mess around. It takes people out quickly.
Yeah.
So sad. She was young.
That's truly unfortunate.
Her husband also was a sheriff's deputy, I want to say, in Douglas County, maybe? Anyways, all right. Gotta move on here because I could sit here and read through all of it. I want to read through all of this, but I can't do it on here because I will start to get...
Yeah, all teary and all that.
Yeah, that kind of stuff, especially when it comes to parents. And I met her. I've met her a few times at the gym because there was this big fundraiser they did for her. It just, she was so sweet. A little 1-year-old, you know. She's
horrible.
And welcome back, everybody. Now in your tech news. A new study indicates that taking time to use your smartphone during your workday might increase productivity. Yeah, increase it. Researchers at Kansas State University tested 72 full-time workers who spent 22 minutes on average doing something non-work related on their smartphone. But the key was that this break was done in short spurts, just for 1 or 2 minutes, multiple times over the day. Now, the researchers said that a smartphone might actually help productivity because workers are more refreshed and less stressed. Facebook reported yesterday that mobile ads accounted for about 62% of its ad revenue in the second quarter. That's up 41% from a year ago. The company's gains as mobile are timely, as analysts say that web users are using devices and leaving their desktops behind. Well, mark this, hashtag diversity. Twitter has posted a report on the demographics that make up its workforce, and statistics show that the company's staff is overwhelmingly male and white. Overall, only 3 in 10 Twitter employees are actually women. Among executives, more than 70% are male and more than 70% are white. Twitter said in a blog post it has, quote, a lot of work to do, end quote, when it comes to diversity. You think? All right, coming up next, a young lady who could be the next Paula Abdul choreographs a dance, and her father just cannot resist. He's got to join in. We'll show you in your viral video. Oh my gosh, Thursday. Come on, Thursday. Let's move along. It's like dragging. It's like, it feels like, oh, it's so slow.
No.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
I got 2 papers right by the end of the day. Slow down.
Oh my the opposite side of it. Don't rush it, Melissa.
Yeah. Next Thursday, I'm going to be on the road, headed to LA.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
How long are you going to be gone?
Till Wednesday.
Friday to Wednesday. That's nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's going to be fun.
Where are you going?
LA.
Oh, cool.
Anybody want to call Bill down?
Yeah, it's like I haven't been to LA since I was a kid, so it should be fun.
Chaos last time I was there.
I want to get in and be at Fox LA Studio, hopefully on Friday.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. So I can see some of the crew down there.
They will ask me, do you have sandbags behind your computer screen?
No.
I want super. Every time I see this commercial, I'm like, I want that.
Wait, what commercial are you talking about?
Super Burrito.
Ah.
Super Burrito.
I just had Super Burrito a couple days ago. It's good stuff.
It's those nachos. Every time I see those nachos.
Oh, I'm telling you.
Taco burrito.
Those nachos are bomb.
Chipotle, overrated. Super burrito, awesome.
Mic check. Thing.
I would eat. Yes, that's pretty much really anything on this planet. But Mexican food is my problem spot right there. I don't care where it's from. I'll eat it.
Didn't touch. Mom, right there. That was an accident.
You're just looking for a reason to grab my thighs.
You wish.
Oh yeah, I got no sense.
Hello, everybody. I'm Bill Frankmore. Coming up in just a bit on News 4 at noon, a late-night fire breaks out at a South Lake Tahoe motel, causing millions of dollars in damage and forcing 2 people to jump from the balcony. We're going to have the latest for you in a live report. Plus, the controversy surrounding the dismissal of School Superintendent Pedro Martinez is far from over. We're going to hear from the ordeal from a school board trustee. And a flash mob stops traffic and pedestrians under the Reno Arch. We'll show it to you. We'll have these stories and more coming up at noon.
All right, finally here on the News 4 Forum, dads will do just about anything for their daughters. Case in point. Check it out here for your viral video. This dad-daughter dance is sweeping the internet. Check it out as this young lady and her father cut the rug to Ariana Grande's hit Single Problem. Yeah, you know this song. The daughter choreographed the dance, and her father said, yeah, absolutely, I'll do it with you. Obviously, he's in back watching her with the moves, make sure he gets them right. He messes up a few times, but she is so cute, and she did a great job. By the way, this has more than 250,000 hits already. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you back here on News 4 at noon.
Yes, he is. Like, I just really like that viral because I like seeing, you know, a dad having fun with his daughters, you know?
A dad that can actually dance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah,
You know what? When there's so many dads who are too busy to do much, he spent some time to learn that dance with his daughter and tape it. You know.
Yeah. And that's things that's going to stick with her, yeah?
Yeah.
That her dad took the time out to do things like that with her. Like, I think that's awesome.
Yeah, me too. I love that one. All right, you guys. Thanks for coming in. We'll see you around tomorrow.
Yes, when it's finally Friday.
Woo! Steve, sending you all the positive thoughts for your paper.
Thank you.
Good luck. Good luck.
All right, y'all.
All right, you guys. See ya.
Bye.